What is your Tyler's back with my 96 interview continues with In Your House, Good Friends, Better Enemies. Now I don't have to say that ridiculous don't have to say a number compared to that. This is the actual first In Your House to have a sub name. The first one from 95 to February was just a number. Yes, I know In Your House 2 was called The Lumberjacks and Season Beatings and all that, but this was the first actual In Your House to have a sub name because from here all the way till 99 when the In Your House name died, they have a this is during like I said 95. This is the start of the B pay-per-view period. So anyways, let's get on to this show. Which will be In Your House, Good Friends, Better Enemies, which is the main event would be Shawn Michaels defending the WWF Championship against, for the last time you'll see him on the WWF side of the pay-per-views for 96, Diesel. He'll be on the WCW pay-per-views, so get ready for those. But I already reviewed Halloween Havoc 96 last year. Anyways, April 28th at the Omaha Civic it's whatever in the Omaha, Nebraska. This was the true good In Your House because also this was the last appearance of not only Kevin Nash as Diesel, but Scott Hall also when he was Razor Ramones because we already know. Anyways, this was the first actual good In Your House pay-per-view because this was a really good show. It was way better than WrestleMania 12, but WrestleMania 12 was not bad either. So, there's that. Anyways, let's get on to it with the first match. Owen Hart and the British Bulldog defeats Ahmed Johnson and Jake Roberts. This was actually like WrestleMania 12, but except it's Owen and Bulldog versus Ahmed Johnson and Jake Roberts. So, this was actually a decent tag team opening contest. Bulldog made Jake Roberts submit to a leg submission. So, yeah. Bulldog will challenge Shawn Michaels, spoiler alert, for the next two pay-per-views, which will be one was to be the Bizarre In Your House event, and the other will be King of the Ring. We'll get to that Bizarre In Your House next time out. So, yeah. This was a really good opening contest. A 6.5 out of 10. Now, this was technically a match, but it was not much of a match. It's for the Intercontinental Championship. Now, before this, Goldust won back the Intercontinental Championship after being vacated against Savio Vega on the Go Home Raw before this, because a week after WrestleMania 12, when Ultimate Warrior made his Raw appearance, this was his first Raw appearance, actually, because he was not there till night at all. Until currently, up until his last appearance, which will be the Raw after WrestleMania 30, which he confronted Goldust. This was not much of a match. How long? It was 7 minutes, but this was I don't want to call this a match. This was just more of a segment. It isn't a count out, but this wasn't really much of a match. It was such a I can't rank this. It was not a match, basically. Goldust was working hurt was injured at this point, so this was not a match. I'm just being honest here. It was kind of funny to see Ultimate Warrior sitting on Goldust's chair, but again, not much of a match. I can't rank it. Anyways, Vader defeats Razor Ramon. This will be, like I said before, Scott Hall's last appearance until 2002, and jeez, looking at these two now, it made me sad because these two are no longer with us. Vader passed away in 2018. Scott Hall was recently in March, and this was a good match. This was a way, Scott Hall was going to put over the former WCW guy so he could go to WCW, and after the match, Michael Hayes, or Doc Hendricks, whatever you want to call him. I just call him Michael Hayes, said that Yokozuna will challenge Vader at the next In Your House, which we'll get to that match. A 7. It was a good match. There's not that many matches on the card because this is the early in your houses, like I mentioned before. 97 with Ground Zero will be 3 hours, so will be the first one, which was you already saw that last year. Yeah, last year around this time. Yeah, actually, yeah. Anyways, then we get for the WWF Tag Team Championships. The Bonding Daughters defeats the Godwins. This was fine of a Tag Team Championship match. A 6 out of 10. It was okay. And they were showing up the next in your house matches like Savio Vega versus Stone Cold Steve Austin and Yokozuna and Vader. Yeah. And in the main event, best match on the night, no holds bar match for the WWF Championship. Shawn Michaels defeats Diesel. Kevin Nash's last WWF appearance until 2002 with Scott Hall. This was way better than the WrestleMania 11 match, and this was a good way to get for Kevin Nash to go out. Well, except for the current call. Which, fun fact, that current call house show took place the same night as Slamboree. So that'll be the next review. Shawn Michaels retains the title, and then after the show, Bulldog confronts Shawn Michaels and led to their feud. 9.5 out of 10. Really good storytelling. How they were best friends and became bitter enemies. Side note, this was the name of the show. The sub-name for the In Your House. So, to me, this was their best match. 9.5 out of 10. And that's how we end the show. Also, Diesel took Mad Dog. I forgot who he was. His prosthetic leg. Shawn used that leg as a weapon. Diesel jackknife powerbomb Shawn Michaels through the announce table. There were weapons involved. It was really good. So there's that. This was a really good show. I really thought this was the best in your house. Outside of the Ultimate Warrior Gold segment, I'm not gonna call it a match, really, because it was. Yes, there was a bell, but it was not a match, really. This was a really good show. A 7 out of 10. Probably the best in your house of all of them. Well, except for Backlash, which, Backlash was not much of an in your house event because it was when they were stopped referring to as in your house. Yes, the in your house thing was still a thing in '99, but if you look closely, it doesn't acknowledge the in your house name because in '97, because they went from Ground Zero in your house, not in your house Ground Zero, but we already know. 7 out of 10 for this show. Next up will be Slamboree and In Your House Beware of Dog, the most bizarre In Your House show. Because, well, I'll tell you what happened on that show. Anyways, like this video, comment down below. If you're new to the show, subscribe. I'll be back with a what if later on. So yeah, bye.